My name is Tom Baker, and I am president of the Jackson County Veterans Organization that me and another Vietnam veteran created in 2005 to make sure that the young veterans coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan did not get treated like we did when we came back from Vietnam. Well, you know, my daddy was an old brown boot sergeant major who served under Patton during World War II, so I was brought up in the military. I was destined to go. Both of my brothers were in, but I was gung-ho, wanted to be a paratrooper and a grunt, and Uncle Sam obliged me, and I got to Vietnam in February of '68, right in the middle of the Tet Offensive. And I was just a couple of weeks into my 19th birthday. I was young and dumb and gung-ho and foolish, and a year later I was a lot older and a lot wiser. It was tough when you put your friends in body bags and you've killed people. PTSD wasn't a word then, but it follows you, and now they're kind of finding what some of the problems have been for Vietnam veterans. You know, the VVA, the Vietnam Veterans Association, was formed with the motto, "Never again will one generation of veterans abandon another." So this upcoming Vietnam Veterans Day is a great tribute to the men and women who did their best in a very difficult situation, and they deserve the respect of the country, and they're getting it now, but years ago it wasn't that way. Well, we have a program every year that we have up here called Unseen Scars, and we invite the young kids out, and a lot of them come over. And my message to them is to, number one, respect your veteran. They're much older than you. They deserve your understanding and respect, and that the country needs them. The military is not a bad life. It's not meant for everybody, but to get in there and serve should give you a feeling of, I've done my part. So we try to get that message across to them. I miss this age period, these young kids. You know, when we have that program, I ask them how old they were, and most of them are 18 and 19 and 20. I was 19 when I got to Nam. Some of my buddies were 18. We come out of that different people, older people, so we miss this. I want them to enjoy their life. I want them to not get too stupid, but have a good time and get to good grades. I want them to be mature. So that sounds simple, but when you're 19 and you got no responsibility, it's not. But when you're 19 in a war zone, responsibility is very damned important. Thank you for your service and welcome home. Those were things that we didn't hear much years ago, and I never tire of saying that to these veterans. Many of them are still struggling with a lot of ailments that the VA will now address if they will just get with their veteran service officer and see what can be done. It'll save them a lot of money. And on the interesting side, when you go to the VA hospital, there's so many veterans there and everybody's wanting to talk. It's an unusual camaraderie of veterans over there. I mean, you're going through your ailments, but it's an interesting place, and you make some good friends. You know, they see the airborne hat, a bunch of them are airborne, and they come up and talk. So, but the government in the United States owes veterans a lot. So don't be ashamed or embarrassed to raise your hand and say, I need some help, I need to go to the hospital, I need medicines, whatever. And there's our organization, the Jackson County Veterans Organization, will take you over there if you need some help. When you're 19 and gung-ho, I was told by a couple of older paratroopers when I joined up that I wouldn't be able to make it, that I wouldn't be able to take it. So you're pushed a little bit. I wanted to impress my daddy. A million reasons why you do that. But some of the most inspiring movies I ever seen were about the Army Rangers and the paratroopers. And I wanted to be one. I wanted to be America's best. So. Thank you for allowing me to say these things, and all you veterans out there, especially the Vietnam veterans, welcome home, brother and sister.